All right, so this is the April 17th Effect DAO call, and let's dive right in. So, Rochelle, do you have any updates you'd like to share?
Yes. Okay. So, big update. Some of you have been wondering. David's back from traveling,
Oh, he's back?
and yes, yes. So, he's back from traveling. He's getting situated and has been dipping into the development backend stuff with Jeffrey. So things are going good there. We've kind of restructured and reorganized, ourselves um, with the new stuff coming up as we're working. So yeah, I don't know if any of you follow in Discord the GitHub Updates channel.
Yeah, there's been a lot of commits.
A lot of commits. So yeah, we're working on quite a bit of things. Of course, the SDK, um, the new website redesign. Part of what you're seeing now is just like a quick update, since we changed the domain name back to .ai, and kind of changed some wording and some new graphics, but that's not our rebranding. What you see, that is coming. So yeah, there's more on that. And let's see what else. Oh, I started collecting entries. Thank you guys who entered for the V2 release beta early access list. We've got some entries on there, and Alan, if you don't want to put personal info in there, you can just put "this is Alan" on there, and I'll know it's you, um, and you'll be fine. So yeah, I gotta do some more sharing of the form in some other places that I know that my fellow microtaskers like hang out and stuff. Um, because with V2 giving workers their own EOS accounts, I want an early access group of people who are not coming from the crypto space and background on there too. So those top Turkers that I know and talk with in the groups, I'm gonna unleash the form to them over the next coming days, or start um, telling them about it on the message boards I belong to with them. Um, yeah, because if the early access is pretty popular with them, once we onboard some of them to the first part of leashing version 2, it will spread like wildfire in the broader microtasking community. And a lot of these top Turkers and microtaskers that I talk with and stuff, we all have big connections to like companies that, put the work on and things. So I'm hoping that will also bring in like what I call the demand side, where they post the jobs and tasks and stuff. And we've got some avenues as far as like the data science people. I need to start contacting them and asking um, them for like if they need stuff done, and try to start what is that? What's that word? I'm looking for a word. If they need complimentary um,
Supplementary?
complimentary like human power to fix some of their stuff or build some of their things. But I have to wait
Crowdsourcing?
more. Yeah, I have to wait more to see um, with what the guys are doing with the SDK and like the template stuff. because that'll dictate like who I reach out to for that thing. So yeah, it's a lot of busy work going on in the background. Um,
And will there
but
be
yeah, Lawrence.
I think you mentioned that there'll be like some starter tasks as well.
Yeah, yeah, that's also a big part of it too. Is here shortly I'll be working with Jeffrey and David and Lawrence to start getting a lot of like the work staged and the templates for it and things too. So I have a big list of things like waiting in the queue, but I got to make sure it's gonna work with them with what they're building. So many little things, so many little things. But we're gonna have more teams market or not marketing team project management meetings coming up here as soon as Jesse's done traveling. So hopefully they got the airports working back again in Dubai because he needs to come back home.
Do you know when he flies back?
Yeah, it's not very far away. So yeah, but I mean he's still working on effect stuff while he's out and traveling and things.
I wonder if it'll just evaporate over the next few days. I mean, it is a desert.
Yeah, you'd think it's. I'm still shocked that it could flood like that. But I mean, they did get a year's worth of rain in like what 12 hours.
Yeah.
That's enough to put chaos everywhere, anywhere that happens. So unfortunately, it was disastrous, and some people lost their lives during the on flooding. So that's sad. So yeah, that's kind of the update. I'm so happy to be is done being a nomad. So he'll probably be joining some of the next DAO calls too. He has missed all of us a lot.
Who?
David.
Oh, David. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't it like a sabbatical or something?
Yeah, traveling. Uh big travels. Big backpack travel. So yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have another developer back. Really get full steam
Yes.
ahead.
Yes. And we need to get Miguel up and running on some things too. So that's been the fun effect network
So I
team
guess
update there.
so. Then the next things are the three uh, proposals have passed. Um, two of them are
Yes.
for the reserve funds that they have a minimum price, so right now they won't be active. Um,
Yeah.
and then the third is the pNetwork and Effect DAO liquidity pool, and I've joined their DAO, and so I'm getting the ball rolling for their side of contributing the PNT. So I'll keep the DAO up to date once all that is taken care of.
Sweet. Thank you.
And I don't know. It doesn't seem like we have any proposals planned for next cycle, unless we can think of something.
Well, I have to put up that Twitter one. I'm overdue on doing that one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm overdue on doing that one. So I need to post that for the next cycle. So I know we'll have that. I'm trying to click over it and it won't let me.
I guess the only other news I can talk about is I'm slowly making progress getting the EFX token updated on some of these sites. Like I got it updated on BSC scan.
Yeah, I saw that went through.
Yeah, and so now I'm like, oh yeah, like did you make a post on the Twitter account?
I
they
messaged them.
oh, you messaged them?
I just messaged them. Yeah. Um, and I have not gotten a response back.
Yeah, like I got assigned a person in the ticket, but so far I haven't got a response. I don't know if they're researching things or something, but I mean it's in the pipeline now.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, they're slow. They're always so slow.
but yeah, maybe a public post would help as well. It's 67915.
Okay. That's right. I'll try a public one. I thought it would also be like kind of quick if it was just like privately, like, hey, you know.
Yeah, though maybe they just get some like I imagine it's not very intuitive when you have lots of people DMing you,
Yeah.
so it can probably be really easy to miss.
Yeah, I know how that is. My DMs are just nuts on any account on any platform. I can tell you that. And then they see you online, and then they start messaging you like more in your DM, and it's like, come on, they're like, come on, I know you're online. And I'm like, yeah, but obviously I haven't read the message. It shows unread. I try to cycle through all of them. So I'll see. Yeah, I'll see about putting another one, a post out on the main one. Should I delete the old one then?
Old what?
The one because you said it was wrong.
Uh, no, keep it up. Like just make a reply in it, like in that thread, like post a reply to also check the that ticket.
Gotcha.
Yeah, hopefully we get like yeah,
Oh,
because I want to get this Coingecko stuff dealt with because they just don't have the right data and so many people complain about it.
yeah. Yes. Yes, they do. I'm like, we're trying to fix it. I had to tell somebody that today.
All right, I guess the last thing in the Telegram, like a couple of people like, so yeah, I agree with you. Like a lot of those listing agents, they seem to be like just like not very serious.
Yeah, now here's the difference. Like the ones that claim that they're from like a CEX, like we can get you listed here. We're reaching out from this thing, like Mexi or insert the exchange name here basically. Those 99.99999% of the times these people are like a listing agent, and what it is they're trying to be the person you pay, and then they pay the exchange to be listed. They just want to cut. They're just trying to make
Oh, so
money. They're
they're
hustling.
like recruiters
Um,
on LinkedIn.
yeah, yeah, almost like a middleman between a pharmaceutical rep. It's awful.
Hmm.
They get money on commission for how much a place like pays to be on an exchange.
I
And
see.
yeah, it's a racket and stuff. Now, if someone reaches out and they're really from like a Dex, that's different. Um, there's not as much of that with Dexes. So, but yeah, all these listing agents for exchanges, I legit get at least 50 direct messages a day. Um, Combination between, both crypto projects, and it is just no end. spam.
Right.
um, if they're really from the exchange themselves, there's a different way exchanges reach out. Um, and it's very different, and it's not on Telegram. Um, I've seen firsthand how it's done. So, um, yeah. Have we approached exchanges? I can't really say. I wish I could answer that.
Yeah. So aside for the dexes, it seems like they just they usually have like low total value locked, and they kind of like just want to promote. I mean, in all cases, it's a promotion that's usually they want to do win-win. But I don't know if we're really. I was thinking that we probably want to wait off on any new farms until the Solana token is launched. Because I was thinking we'd do something on Radium, but yeah, the I think the dexes are just legitimate, but they just are small.
Yeah. Now Radium on Solana, they're great. They are amazing. I like that place. Um, what's it? Isn't Orca like the other one?
Yeah, I think it's Orca, and there's also Jupiter.
Yeah, yeah. Exchanges are key. Yes, yeah. So it just comes down to being attractive for the exchange to want to list you. And then if I think that if the token can be on both Solana and EOS, and we got some liquidity and indexes too on each side, then I think it's real attractive to be able to be listed um, on the exchange, and then hopefully it would have the pairs.
Well, yeah, dexes are much better
So
because with the
yeah,
pNetwork thing, like centralized exchanges are a very like a big weakness because we have like what was it like 60 million EFX still stuck on KuCoin, like, and pNetwork has like tens of millions stuck on Binance. Like once you have a good, if you only have a good CEX, and then people decide to only use it, it kind of creates a vulnerability where that exchange controls it, and they can easily just
yeah,
pull the rug on people and take control of their tokens. Because like in Binance, they only gave like a 3 month warning. It's kind of crazy.
yeah, yeah. They're like gangsters.
Yeah. So
They are like gangsters, but I think more people are using dexes on Solana than actual exchanges completely anyway. It seems to be the big thing there.
yeah,
I've never used a big exchange on Solana at all for anything.
yeah. We'll see. I think yeah, the DEX liquidity should be the priority. I mean, if an exchange wants to, there's nothing stopping exchanges from listing EFX, right? It's they usually want something
Yeah,
for it, right?
something big somethings.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think it's worth a something. If they want to list it, they can list it. But if we ha- if we have the, because like that's, yeah, like my alignment has just turned against centralized exchanges because they can so easily just seize your tokens, and like because you're obscure, no one realizes it.
Yeah, it always goes down to what they say. Not your keys, not your crypto. That's something I learned right in the beginning. It's awful.
Yeah, Alan, it can be very easy to be fished. That's so I can see why some people are hesitant. But with what the centralized exchanges have done in the past, to us and to pNetwork and to many others, I'm sure it's like
Mhm.
I'd rather just use a Dex. Well, all right. I guess it's been a short DAO call, but I think we covered everything.
Use the CEX to trade. Yeah, I can see where people use those to trade, Alan. I'm gonna open up the chat. Alan's typing,
Okay.
keeping cold wallet.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, Alan, that's what you're supposed to do, but so many people didn't with KuCoin.
I thought Bree would have joined today, because she hasn't been in a little while. Oh, DJ, I wanted to mention. Um, I found a really cool tool. It's like fireflies.ai, and it's one of those things where it'll listen in like calls for you and then like automatically do a synopsis. Are you using that or something like that for the DAO call summaries?
I used to do, no, I manually do the summaries. I just re-listen to them. I
Uh-huh.
used to use Assembly AI, which also has summaries, but the summaries weren't really, like I guess they're. It's like I don't know what logic it uses to generate the summary, but it's not like a good summary. So I do it
you might
manually.
you might want to try running like it through fireflies.ai, because that's what I wanted to mention to you. I've seen its summaries and they're really good.
Yeah, yeah. Post the link
Okay,
in the in some chat wherever.
I'll just direct message you. Alan is typing.
I
So
think
will we be able to get on Jupiter Exchange?
so. Jupiter is a DEX, but I've been looking into it. I've been talking with Jeffries. It's important because we slept on this with Pancake. I mean, with Binance Smart Chain in general, because so late in the game, we actually, put our information out there on the BSC scan, right? This time, I want to make sure that on SoulScan, which like they all have all the EVMs have their scans. There's Scan, BSC scan,
Mm-hmm.
SoulScan, and we want to make sure we get all the effect.ai like information on the contract for the token. So like it's actually not just like some random token. It's it says it's effect AI, and Jupiter themselves they have like a GitHub repository where you can submit like a commit to add your token as like a legitimate token, and they like have their own like process. So I sent Jeffrey this information and kind of want to make sure that all everything is correct with the EFX Solana token.
Yeah, like on SoulScan now, it has to be in the metadata of the token when it's put in on the blockchain. And then if you want to update it, it's not a GitHub like pull request anymore. It's all on the blockchain now.
Oh yeah,
And then a lot of these like scanners, they go off of the token info.
yeah. So we need all that like
Yeah.
perfect because we didn't do a good job with Pancake. I mean, with Binance Smart Chain, I think. Uh, though part of it was because we didn't talk with pNetwork enough because they're the one because they control this contract. They had to do it, but we could have just asked.
Which is another reason why me personally, I don't like another company controlling the contract.
They actually are gonna update at some point. Well, we got interrupted, but they in their V3, the they'll be granting contract authority to the token owners, so they will be able to
Nice.
grant it to the team. But I don't know the estimate on time since everything got interrupted with them
Yeah.
being delisted. But yeah, like we gotta get all it accurate because like you notice that like people ask for the contract and stuff like that. Like we gotta make sure that they have everything. So I'll just keep hammering on that.
It's a pain in the butt to change. And like there's a place on Solana that's real popular called Bird Eye. And if you want to update the info that they have about your token and project on their page, it costs $300
Yeah, I did that for a deck screener. Uh,
every time you want to update something, even if it's just like a social media handle. One time, they charge $300. So we want to make sure everything is right the first time because that's where they'll get their info from, and we don't want to have to pay people like that to fix, something.
yeah. The like Adobe also like submitted one of. There's like a bunch of sites like deck screener. Maybe Bird Eye is
Hmm.
exactly just like those. They list the tokens, right, and you can trade them. Uh,
Yeah.
and from what I read, yeah, the prices vary for. It's called like priority something, but like they check the scan site. So for Binance Smart
Yep.
Chain, it'll be BSC scan, and for Solana, it'll be Sol scan, and they eventually pull it from there. But then if you want it like right away, you can pay like extra, and
Yeah.
maybe like $300 doesn't seem too unreasonable if you only have to do it once, and like you want to do it like in the beginning. Um, but like
Hmm.
there's like Dex tools, and I think they wanted like free BNB, which is like $1,500, which is too much.
Yeah. It's a racket. It's a racket. I mean, I don't like having to pay it, but then on the flip side, that's a genius business move.
Well, the thing that annoyed me is that with Dex Screener, they have like a fully nice like user interface for doing it. For Dex tools, it was like literally a Google form. It's like they want me to fill out a Google form and pay them $1,500. It's like, can't you at least like
Yeah.
create a website tool for it?
Yeah, that's what Bird Eye uses is a Google form.
Yeah, like many of them use Google Forms, and it's like, can't you just program something nice for me if you're gonna ask for so much?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
so
okay with a Google form if it's only 300, but yeah, over a grand? No. Yeah, you're right. Give me a UI.
all right, is there anything else we should cover?
Mm. Yeah, Alan, do you have anything else you want to add on here?
All right, then I'm gonna cut the recording
Cool.
here. Thanks everyone for joining. And hopefully we have big V2 updates next DAO call.
Yes. Yes.